All right, so I'm leaving church. I went ahead and went to Full Gospel in Oak Cliff, and the service was amazing. But I get in my car, I jump on TikTok, and I'm just seeing people that are, still posting videos about the deception that's going on in the whole Charlie Kirk case. And one of the ladies was just saying that, she wasn't necessarily on side with Candace, but when they call people crazy, you have to evaluate, like, why are you calling them crazy? Because calling somebody crazy is dismissive. You're not really stating what they're saying wrong. You're just saying, oh, they're leading people astray, but you haven't had a chance, or you haven't taken the time to at least look at one of her videos where she's proving her point and the deception of this whole thing. Even just Mikey McCoy and how he walked away when he saw his friend shot dead right in front of him. It was almost expected. He had his finger on his ear. He put the phone up to his ear. He walked away calmly. Nobody thought that it was an active shooter. They just knew, hey, the job is done. He's shot. He's murdered. Now we get to walk away with our heads up instead of ducking down like everybody else did, because they like, wait a minute, it may be an active shooter. They didn't think that not one time, obviously, by the way that they moved. But when you think about what's going on and how Erica is behaving, putting her hand, rubbing, caressing, the vice president of the United States head, caressing his head openly, and he couldn't help but to put his hands around her waist. When you see those types of things, you start to think, man, Charlie was really betrayed, and that brings on the mourning all over again. It brings on the anger. It brings on it's almost as if I'm watching Candace Owens. She's exposing all of this truth, and as I'm watching it, I'm going in and out of mourning and being absolutely freaking pissed the hell off that this man was deceived by the people that he trusted. That's what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with the fact that we can't even really mourn for real, because we know he gone, but then every time you see his sweet little face, you get pissed off again. You get pissed because you know that they betrayed him, and you know that by him saying he didn't even want to go to that event, and they told him, no, go ahead and go, everything's going to be fine. I was getting ready to talk about what happened in church, but I'm going to have to say that for another. Listen. This is why people are finding it hard to get over. Like Candace said, the worst thing they could have did was have him assassinated the way that they did in front of everybody. It would have been better for them to have kept that wickedness in secret. But because you expose y'all's wickedness on the world stage, people are devastated. They are still in shock. They are still angry. And it's hard to mourn and truly move forward knowing that he was betrayed in such a way.